this is the original screen, and as you can see, that's the actual screen size there. That's just a massive bezel that goes around it, but it's quite a small screen. It's not a touch screen, it's just a solid state screen, but it's quite small. So now it's been replaced with this, so the actual dimensions of it is not that much bigger when you think about it, because of the bezel, it makes this thing really big. So that's the CarPlay Screen Upgrade fitted to this Mercedes GLC 2018 model.